actually a Wheeling resident. My name is Steve Neff, and I'm one of the founding members of Citizens Against Runway Expansion. We got started back in 2014, and this is when, through a joint workshop, they unraveled a plan to add a 2,000-foot runway extension to Chicago Executive Airport. And I believe you all know that this is a landlocked airport, and the only way they'd be able to accomplish that is to cross a major road. So we immediately started organizing. So tonight I'm in support of my friends from Mount Prospect. I live at the north end of the runway, they live at the south end of the runway. And we're at the very final stages of the master plan. That this has been going on for, almost 5 years now. And the culmination of this master plan is going to be an airport layout plan, which our village and Prospect Heights is going to have to approve this year. So there's going to be another public meeting, there's going to be a couple more stakeholder groups, and then they're going to come out with like the preferred alternative, AKA longer runway. So I'd like to dispel a myth that there's just a handful of residents that, are not in favor of this. The residents of Wheeling generated 1,000 signatures. We have a referendum going on the ballot in April, yes or no, should our village approve of runway expansion beyond the existing roads? So I just want you to know that, the airport hasn't really had this robust public engagement that they promised us. It doesn't show up in our village newsletters. It should. There's very, limited advertising leading up to these events. I can tell you that the next public meeting's in July, and it's gonna be right around the 4th. They haven't set the date, but it's probably gonna be right around the holiday. If there's people watching at home, we have to play devil's advocate with a lot of these things. Think of the construction gridlock that would take place if they were trying to tunnel Palatine Road underneath the runway. The 24/7 noise disruptions that are taking place, waking people up. Tax exempt runways displacing people and businesses that are paying taxes. So there's really, not a good benefit for the residents. This is all about the special interest. This was all about people being able to take a flight nonstop to Hong Kong or Dubai when there's alternative airports nearby. They could go to DuPage, they could go to Joaquin, they could go to Midway, Gary, O'Hare. So why would we want to subsidize these flights at great cost? Yes, it's like $25,000 per flight over the next 20 years. So whatever you can do, Arlene, I know you're in a stakeholder group, and one of the things that really struck me is at the stakeholder group meetings, they didn't even bother to bring in the noise exposure maps that they spent $300,000 in the previous year to overlay to show where the non-compatible areas are for airport runways. I mean, we're already feeling it. They haven't really done much with the noise abatement.
So let me say, let's have you wrap it up, and I know we have one other gentleman, and then Mr. Cassidy and I would both like to respond, because this is a case where not only do we hear you, we agree with all of you
right
on much of this.
So this is just a great they're making 1.2 million for this whole master plan, and they're going to be biased. I mean, they're going to continue to ring the register as long as they're, for the next 20 years if this goes through. So thank you very much for listening. I do appreciate it.
Okay, why don't we let this gentleman speak?